Hello students, today I am going to explain the chapter Nasruddin's Aim. But before I do that, let me first tell you about Nasruddin. Nasruddin, also known as Mullah Nasruddin, was a witty character of the folk tales of the 13th century. Witty means a person who is skilled at making clever and funny remarks. In other words, Nasruddin was a man with a good sense of humor. His stories are told almost everywhere in the world, and each tale depicts him in a different situation. The main point of his stories is that they are funny as well as thought provoking. Now let's begin the chapter. Nasruddin's Aim. What does this word aim mean? Aim means the target or the goal intended to be hit, means laksh ya nishana. One day Nasruddin was chatting with his friends. Chatting means talking to someone in a friendly way. So, what was Nasruddin doing one day? He was gossiping with his friends. He began to boast, "No one can match my skill in archery." Boast means shekhi marna, talking too proudly about one's abilities or skills. अपनियां skills बारे किसी नूं वधा के दसना. And archery means तीर अंदाजी, an act of shooting arrows with the bow. So he used to say to his friends that no one could compete him in archery, he is the best. I string the bow, take an aim and shoot an arrow. String means, string as a noun, this word means a thin cord, a rassi or dori. But here this word is used as a verb which means furnish with a thin cord, dori or rassi nal banna. And bow means a weapon for shooting arrows, जिसनों कमान या धनुष कहते हैं. So he told his friends that कि मैं कमान नूं कसदा हां, निशाना साधदा हां और तीर छड़ देना. Whoosh, the arrow is sure to hit bang on the target. Bang means directly. This word is used as an adverb here. So sure means certain. So जो arrow है वो directly without any doubt जो target नूं hit कर जाता है. It means the arrow shot by him without any doubt hits the target directly. Hearing this, one of his friends immediately brought a bow and some arrows. Immediately means without delay, at once, बिना किसी देरी दे एकदम. ये सुनते ही जो उसका friend सीगे, one of his friends came with a bow and some arrows. Giving them to Nasruddin, he said, "Here, Nasruddin, take this bow and arrows." Giving means providing or handing over. So his friend gave that bow and arrows to Nasruddin. Then pointing towards a target, he said, "Aim at that target and shoot an arrow." And pointing towards the target, he asked Nasruddin to aim at the target and shoot that target with the arrow. Nasruddin held the bow in his hands, strung it, aimed at the target and shot an arrow. Held means took. So he took that bow in his hands. उसने जोड़ा वो कमान सीगा अपने हैंड्स दे विच लिया, उसनों कसिया, निशाना साधिया और तीर छड़ दिता. Woo, the arrow didn't hit the target. What happened? He was unsuccessful to hit the target. Instead, it fell down somewhere in the middle. जो arrow सीगा वो किते रास्ते विचकार ही किते डिग गया सी. Ha ha ha. His friends started laughing. And seeing this, his friends began to laugh. उसके friends ने हंसना start कर दिता. They said, "Hey Nasruddin, is this your best aim?" और उसके friends ने what did his friend say to Nasruddin? His friend said that कि ये तेरा बेहतरीन निशाना है. "Oh no, not at all," said Nasruddin, defending himself. Defending means protecting. So protecting himself, Nasruddin told his friends that not at all, बिल्कुल भी नहीं. That wasn't my aim. ये मेरा बेहतरीन निशाना नहीं सीगा. Why did he say this to his friends? Because he didn't want to accept his defeat in front of his friends. वो अपने दोस्तां दे सामने अपनी जेरी defeat है, जो हार है उसनों accept नहीं करना चाहता सी. That's why he said so to his friends. He said it was Azad's aim. कि ये मेरे जो मेरा फ्रेंड है अजद उसका एम सी. आई जस्ट शो यू हाउ अजद shoots an arrow. मैं सिर्फ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਵਿਖਾਇਆ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜੋ ਅਜ਼ਦ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਐਰੋ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ੂਟ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ. I just showed you the way. He shoots an arrow. Saying this, Nasruddin picked up another arrow. So ਇਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੋਏ Nasruddin took one more arrow from the surface. Once again he strung the bow, aimed at the target and shot the arrow. एक बार फिर उसने कमान कसिया, निशाना साधिया और तीर छड़ दिता. And this time the arrow fell a little further than where it had fallen before. और इस बार जो उसका arrow सी थोड़ा जिहा पहले तीर नालों अगे जाके डिग गया. But it certainly didn't hit the target. But इसने टारगेट ਨੂੰ ਹਿੱਟ नहीं ਕੀਤਾ. It didn't touch the target. They asked Nasruddin, and this must be how you shoot an arrow. और ਉਸਦੇ फ्रेंड्स ने नसरुद्दीन ਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਤੇਰਾ ਏਮ ਹੋਏਗਾ. Of course not, argued Nasruddin. Nasruddin ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ no, not at all. Even this aim was not mine. It was the chief guard's aim. I just showed you how chief guard shoots an arrow. Now somebody remarked well. Remarked means commented. So one of his friends commented and said, now who's next on the list? Who's next on the list means whose aim are you going to show us? His friend said. Hearing this, all the friends burst out laughing. Burst out laughing means suddenly started laughing. ਇਹ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਹੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਸਦੇ ਸਾਰੇ friends ਸੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਅਚਾਨਕ ਹੱਸਣਾ start ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ. Nasruddin didn't say a word, but Nasruddin kept quiet. He didn't speak a word. He quietly picked up one more arrow. So, picked up means took. One more means another. So, he silently, without speaking any word, took one more arrow. And again and this time, Nasruddin was really lucky. Lucky means fortunate. And Nasruddin was really fortunate in his third attempt. The arrow hit bang on the target. और जो arrow सीगा, Nasruddin successfully hit the target. Everybody stared at Nasruddin, their mouths agape in amazement. Stare means to look at something or someone for a long time with the eyes wide open, especially when someone is in fear, someone is in surprise, or when someone is thinking. Stare means ਜਦੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਕੋਈ ਹੈਰਾਨੀ 'ਚ ਹੋਵੇ ਜਾਂ ਡਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਵੇ ਜਾਂ ਕੁਝ ਸੋਚ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੋਵੇ, then eyes ਨੂੰ blink ਕੀਤੇ ਬਿਨਾ for a long time ਕਿਸੇ person ਜਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਚੀਜ਼ ਵੱਲ ਟਿਕੀ ਲਗਾ ਕੇ ਵੇਖਣਾ, that is called stare. So everybody stared at Nasruddin, their mouths agape. Agape means wide open and amazement means great surprise, ਹੈਰਾਨੀ. ਸੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਸਦੇ ਫਰੈਂਡਸ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੂੰਹ ਸੀਗੇ ਉਹ ਅੱਡੇ ਹੋਏ ਰਹਿ ਗਏ ਹੈਰਾਨੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. ਬਿਫੋਰ ਐਨੀਵਨ ਕੁਡ ਸੇ ਐਨੀਥਿੰਗ, ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਕੁਝ ਬੋਲ ਸਕਦਾ, Nasruddin said triumphantly. Triumphantly means victoriously, proudly. ਤਾਂ ਜੋ Nasruddin ਸੀ ਉਸਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਵਿਜੇਤਾ ਦੇ ਰੂਪ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਹਾ, did you see that it was my aim? ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੇਖਿਆ ਇਹ ਮੇਰਾ ਏਮ ਸੀਗਾ, it was ਇਹ ਮੇਰਾ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨਾ ਸੀਗਾ. So Nasruddin was very happy in the end. So students, this was an interesting story and I hope you all have enjoyed it.